Hello, teacher, and continue the chapter 6.
56 Hope Road. Back in Kingston, Bob
Back in
needed a new
Kingston,
place to work. Chris Blackwell of Ireland Records
Bob need a new place to work.
owned a beautiful building in a very expensive part of the city.
Chris Blackwell of Silent Record owned the beautiful building in a very expensive part of the
Hope
city.
Road.
Hope Road.
Blackwell allowed Bob and the band to use the house at 56 Hope Road.
Blackwell allowed Bob and the band to use the house on the 56 Hope Road.
When Bob and the band first arrived there,
When Bob and the band first arrived there,
the mostly white neighbors
the mostly white neighbors were not very happy.
were not very happy. Bob and his friends were the first Rastas to live in this part of the city.
Bob and his friends were the first roster to live in this part of the city.
But Bob loved 56 Hope Road.
But Bob loved 56 Hope Road.
It was a huge house with lots of rooms for the band to practice and for people to come and stay.
It was a house with a lot of rooms for the bands to practice and for people to come and stay.
For the next album,
For the next album,
Natty Dread, Bob
Natty
brought
Dread.
in new musicians to take Bunny and Tosh's places.
Bob thrown in the new musicians to take Bernie and Tosh places.
Bob also brought in 3 female singers called
Bob also brought in 3 female singers.
the I3s.
Calling
One of these
I3s.
singers was his own wife, Rita.
One of the singers was his wife, Rita.
There was another change to the band.
There was another change in the
They were now called Bob Marley and the Wailers.
They were now called Bob Marley and the Wailers.
It was very clear to everyone now that Bob was the leader.
It was very clear to everyone, but not Bob was the leader.
The album Natty Dread
The album United
had
Dream
another strong mix of religious and political messages.
had another strong mixes of the religious and political messages.
There were also personal songs on the album.
There were also personal songs on the album.
The new band toured around the world,
The new band touring around the world,
and the album was another success.
and the album was another success.
Bob was now able to buy 56 Hope Road, and he was becoming more and more comfortable there.
Bob was now about the boy 56 Hope Road, and he was becoming more and more comfortable there.
Usually, he did not go out to see people.
Usually, he did not go out to see people.
Instead, they came to Hope Road.
Instead, they came to Hope Road.
There were always lots of people there,
There were always lots of people there.
discussing politics and religion.
Discusses political and religion.
Bob and Rita had 3 children now.
Bob and Rita have 3 children now. Stephen was born in the 1970s.
Stephen was born in 1972, and they lived with Rita in a smaller house a few miles away.
And they lived with Rita in the smaller house a few miles away.
When the band practiced at Hope Road, Bob wanted them all to follow his rules.
When the band practices at Hope Road was wanted them all to follow his role. Like,
Because of his Rastafarian beliefs, women could not wear
because of the Rastafarian beliefs,
makeup, and they
women could not wear makeup,
had to wear dresses,
and they had to wear dresses.
never trousers.
Never
Exercise
trousers.
was very important to Bob.
Exercise was very important to
In the
Bob.
morning, the band often went for a run along the beach or into the mountains.
In the morning, he had often went for a run along the beach into the mountain.
When they were not practicing songs, they often played games of football outside 56 Hope Road.
When they
After
were not
music,
practices,
football was Bob's
practices on the after prayer games of the football outside 56 Hope Road. After music, football was about great love, and he always wanted to win.
and he always wanted to win. Although Rita sang in the band, she played a smaller part in Bob's personal life now.
Although Rita sang in the band, she played a smaller part in the Bob's personal life now.
She still looked after their children. But Bob saw other women.
Although Rita sang in the band, they played a smaller part in Bob's personal life now. They still looked after the children, but Bob saw other women.
For a while, he lived with an actress called Esther Anderson, who he
For a while, he lived with actress called Esther Anderson, who he had met in London.
had met in London. Now, in Hope Road, Bob noticed another woman,
Now, in Hope Road, Bob noticed another
a
woman.
light-skinned Jamaican called Cindy Breakspear.
I like skinny Jamaican called Cindy Breakspear.
She was quite famous because she had won some beauty competitions.
She was kid famous because she had won some beautiful competition.
She later entered
Beauty
the Miss
competition.
World beauty competition as Miss Jamaica.
She later entered the Miss World Beauty competition at Miss Jamaica.
The competition was held at the Royal Albert Hall in London, and it was watched all over the world.
The competition was held at the Royal Albert Hall in London, and it was watched all over the world.
Cindy won, and later she spoke to reporters about her Rasta boyfriend.
Cindy won, and later they spoke on the reporters about her Rasta boyfriend, Bob Marley.
The two were close for the rest of his life,
Two were closest of the rest for the rest of the
and had
the two were close for the rest of
a
his
child,
life
Damien.
and had of child Damien together.
Life at Hope Road continued,
Life of Hope Road continued.
but in 1975 there was
But in 1975,
sad news for all Rastafarians.
where was a sad news for all Rastafarians.
Haile Selassie,
Haile
the man who was a living god to Rastas,
the man who was a living god to
died in
Rastas,
Ethiopia at the age of 83.
died in Ethiopia at the age of 83.
His death was terrible news for his followers.
His death was terrible news for the followers.
Some Rastafarians refused to believe that he was really dead.
Some Rastafarians refused to believe that he was really dead.
Bob gave no interviews about Selassie's death.
Bob had no interviews about Selassie's death.
However, for his next album, Rastaman Vibration, he wrote a peace song called War. This song used words that Haile Selassie himself spoke to the United Nations in 1963.
Bob gave no intervention about Selassie's death. However, for this next album, Rastaman Vibration, he wrote a peace song called War. This song used words that Haile Selassie himself spoke on the United Nations in the 1963.
The subject of Africa and its future.
On the subject of Africa and its future.
Bob's message of peace was needed closer to home.
So Bob's mission of peace was needed closer to home.
When Jamaica faced one of the most difficult times of its history.
When Jamaica faces one of the most difficult times of its history. And thank you so much, listen for me, teacher, and goodbye. And in the night, thank you so much. Bye.